Hi everyone, Morgieroy here again, and I'm doing the big reveal slash debut of my 0.5 model. So let's do a little bit of a lead up. Here I am. Hi everyone. I'm so excited to see all of you. Yeah, so this is my model. I've been working on it, oh goodness, since February? For the drawing? But yeah, this is my model. It's a bit rough in places. You'll see I don't have any body movement. I just kind of have the VTube Studio slow back and forth movement. Yeah, so this is my model. Please be kind. It's the first one I've ever done. And I worked really hard on it, but it is not perfect. And it's, despite myself being very proud of myself for doing this, it has a lot of issues that I'm going to work on. But first things first, let's do some going over it. Well, we'll start from the bottom to the top. So, my feet don't move. Don't be weirded out by that. Okay, so here are my feet. They don't move, but I do have a slight parallaxing on my pants, which I'm quite proud of. I've got some physics on the drawstrings on my pants, so I'm very happy about that. I'm just making sure everything's showing up here. I have a side-to-side move in my hands. I'm gonna go into why I didn't do that much to my hands in a second. My hands are very stiff and they kind of just shift side to side and up and down. I have a little bit of lovely, I'll zoom in here, not on there, but a little bit of lovely physics on my necklace and my hoodie pull, which I'm very proud of. I think I'm proud of myself for doing that. And yeah, and then up here, up at my face area, this is where we have the most work done. And yeah, I have some hair physics. Again, they aren't perfect. Please don't. Please be gentle. But I got a little bit of hair physics. It kind of bounces around a little bit. I've got up and down movement so I can nod. You notice that my hair gets a little longer on the down, and when I look down, I get a little bit sad, but that's okay. You know. My earrings, I tried to put physics on them. And it didn't like having physics. They didn't like having physics. I couldn't figure out how to do it. So they just kind of disappear as I turn my head. They just kind of disappear as I turn my head. See? Yeah. And my eyes, I'll zoom in on my eyes for you. I'm actually super proud of my eyes. The blinking works really good. I can be sad. I can be like, excited. I can be smiley. I can be normal. I can be sad. So yeah, I've been playing around with this a lot. I'm really having fun. Yeah, so what I mainly wanted to accomplish with this model was from my VTuber Kit model, which again, very happy with VTuber Kit, not complaining about them at all. It's a great, free, customizable model that I'm super appreciative that Cupid made. Not complaining one bit at all. Reasons why I made my own model. I wanted one that I owned completely myself. I wanted to learn how to rig and make models. And I wanted to customize it a bit more. Now, the thing with the Cupid models is their mouths are just open, close. Open, close. You can't smile or be sad. You can't do that with the VTuber Kit model. You also can't have your eyes closed all the time, like this. See? You just have blinks. You can't have your eyes closed. And there were no like eyebrow shaping like this. Trying to do it. So yeah, those were the reasons why I wanted to make my own model. As I've gone over in the thing. Learn a new skill, and I also wanted slightly more customization than what I had. Issues I had making this model. First thing, I'm going to zoom into a part of my head right now. Where's the worst part? Ah, there it is. Okay, 1 second. Things that I made mistakes on with this model, and I want to warn people who make their own models, don't do what I did. Don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom into a spot here. Okay, so right up here is the most egregious part. So I'm going to move my head around and I'll show you. See this line? If you can. And the line on the top of my head, it's really bad right now. This particular angle. And over here on my other side, where it's like, and then there's splits all in the lines all around. Yeah. So that was an issue. 1 second. I'll zoom back out again. Okay, here I am. Now, what I did and what I tell people, don't do this. Don't be like me. When you finish cutting up your model and you're ready to put it into Cubism or whatever you're using to rig, merge your line art with your flats. If you're doing a simple model, just make every piece its own thing. Because the amount of grief I had adding anything to this model because my lines were not merged with everything else. My hair made me want to throw my computer out a window, and it's still not fixed, as you can see. And that was after hours of trying to fix it. Hours. And I fixed it for way too long before I realized that, oh, that's why the person I'm watching, who's doing the online tutorials, isn't having an issue with that. Because they did it right, and I didn't. But anyway, so don't be like me. Don't be silly. Don't jump ahead because you think you're done and you haven't actually compared to an already cut model. Don't do that. It's bad. I regret it. I regret rushing ahead. Double check your work to make sure it's right. Other things I did wrong. My ears. See my ears? See that line on the side of my head where my ears are? Don't do that. What's on this side too? On this side too? Got a line on my ears? Don't do that. Don't always have closed lines on your art. Anyway, other things I did wrong. I'm going to zoom in on my lips. Okay. So, it's going to be hard to talk and do this, but I used the symmetry tool to draw my model, which you should do. Obviously, for certain parts, I didn't. But for the facial parts, for my body shape, I use the symmetry tool. So my lips, when they're closed, should be symmetrical. They aren't. You know why? Because during the rigging process, at some point, I moved my lip art without making sure that there were any keyforms. Don't do that. I messed up my lips permanently. They look okay, but they bug me because I made that mistake. And it was so far along before I realized I had messed up my lips that I couldn't fix it. I didn't know where I had made the mistake. So my lips are all funky now. They look okay because I'm usually moving my head around. You can't tell. If I look straight on, one side is not symmetrical. Other things. This is regarding the lines again. Reasons why my hands aren't moving as much as I would like. I try to do like that nice like swishing motion with my hands. If you see right here, I'll zoom in. You see all these outlines on my hands? Kind of hard to see right now, unless they're on a dark background. But see where the line art... That's because when I tried to move my hands, the line art went crazy. Again, because I didn't have my line art merged with my flats and my flat colors. So when I tried to rig my hands, the line art was all messed up. So I couldn't do much with my hands on this model. So yeah, this is another thing where I'm like, ah. And if you'll notice on my sleeve, some of that line art is just gone. And that's because when I tried to do a I can't remember, a mesh, and the line art and the flat art wasn't together, it erased part of my line art and I didn't realize it for a while. So. On my hoodie, you see all these parts where their line art is moving weird and is missing? Same problem. Some of the line art got erased. I tried to fix it, but now I've got all these like weird effects on my hoodie that I'm not a huge fan of. You know, it's not super noticeable when you're zoomed out to here, which is okay. But I know it's there, and it drives me crazy. Okay, so things I would do differently. Don't rush ahead because you're excited to do the rigging. Learn from my mistakes. Because rushing ahead makes it so that you make a huge mistake during your art session and don't realize it until you're like 3/4 done your rigging. What's going on? And that is entirely on me. I blame no one else for this, and it is entirely on me that I took so long to realize what I had done wrong. Despite all the mistakes I made, I am pretty proud of this model. And I'm still going to use it. I'm going to be fixing it, and I'm going to be making some new models in the future now that I know these things that I did wrong. So, plans for the future. I want to do a chibi model. I've already made the sketch in Clip Studio Paint. So I'm going to be doing a little chibi model. I also want to make a model in my pajamas, like my VTuber kit model that has pajamas on. I want to do a pajama version of me because I don't want to, you know, show behind the curtain too much, but 95% of the time I'm streaming or making a video, I'm in my pajamas. And desperately drinking a coffee so I have energy to do my stuff. So those are my future plans. I also have a model that someone has let me borrow to practice rigging on. And I have to ask if it's okay with them that I can share it with people, but if not, then you might not see that model, so I'm not going to reveal too much about it just in case. But yeah, I'm still probably going to use my PNG tuber for playing games. I'll probably switch between my PNG tuber and this model for my art streams, but this model will be being used for my videos from now on, unless I want to do a little callback about my VTuber kit model. And in that case, I will give Cupin credit because, again, that model belongs to them, not to me. They just let people use it for streaming, which is very nice of them. Would I recommend doing this to someone else? Yes. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm probably not even counting them all, but I made a lot of mistakes. Like, I'd like my mouth to be a little bit more, you know. Right now I've open, closed, normal, sad, and smiley. But I would like to probably have, you know, learn how to rig like A, E, I, O, U. Get the vowels in so that my mouth is a little bit more dynamic. Right now it's okay. It's okay. I'd like to, when I redo this model so that's not broken, I would like to add some toggles because I didn't even bother with, once I realized how broken this model was going to be, and I was like, just show it off, explain what's wrong with it. The imperfect model, the 0.5 model. I'm going to use it. But when I redo it so that it doesn't have all these issues, I'd like to do some toggles. So if anyone has any ideas for toggles, keep in mind my skill level. I'm still like learning. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for me or any ideas for toggles in the future for this model when I do fix it, please let me know. I want to learn more about rigging and making models. I really enjoyed doing it. It was a great project. Like I said, I recommend doing it. Just keep in mind, it's going to take a long time and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Like I said, please comment below anything you want. But if you have any comments, especially about questions or toggles you would like to see for this model, let me know. I'd love to hear them. But that's about it. I hope you liked this debut of this imperfect 0.5 model. And thank you so much for joining as always. And oh, thank you for 100 subscribers. That's so amazing. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all the support. More than I ever expected. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're not having a wonderful day or even a good day, I hope your bad day is over with soon and you can have a good day tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And you'll see more of this model in the future. This broken, imperfect model that I'm still pretty proud of. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.